your voice of the Valley, AM 1450 KBMW. Turner Bluffis, and it is time, folks, for another Optimum Athlete segment, and it's time to talk some football. Wahpeton Huskies football specifically. We got one of their senior linemen in the studio, an all-state senior lineman, I might add, Luke Anderson. How's it going today, Luke?
Good. How are you doing, Turner?
Good, man. You're as big as you look on the field. I saw you walk in. I was like, oh boy, okay, this is a dude walking in here, man.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit how the senior year's going so far.
It's going pretty good. We got a couple rough patches that we've hit. Landon got injured. Fourth practice of the year. That obviously affects us, but that's okay. We make some changes here and there. We got different guys thrown into different spots. Jack's on the sideline. He's supposed to start, but he's got that shoulder injury from last year. So hopefully we have him back this week against Devils Lake, and hopefully Landon by next week against St. Mary's for homecoming. I
know the linemen love their QB, so that must hurt especially tough for you guys with Jack out.
Oh yeah, it was. We were kind of looking forward to being able to block for him and see him do his thing back there, but with the injury, that's fine. It's a little delayed, so we got Trayton King back there, and he's doing his thing, and we're just blocking for whoever we got to block for.
Gotcha. And tell me a little bit about you and Landon, both all-state selections last season, and a little bit about how fun it is. And it's probably something you guys have kind of been doing for a long time as far as they got you guys next to each other? Are you bookend tackles your whole career?
Yeah, we've both been bookend tackles since seventh grade.
Oh, wow.
We played together, obviously flag football, and then we were on the same team during tackle football, fifth and sixth grade. And both bookend tackles there too, so we've always been in the same position pretty much, and it's great working with them. It's great going in drills against them one-on-one. Iron sharpens iron. Oh, for sure. And I love when it kind of works out like that, because I remember a couple other guys I covered with Ray Sharpenkamp played the same time as Tucker Hermes, and they went to a lineman camp. It was like Bemidji or something like that, and they were like, yep, they got down to the final two, and it was Tucker and Ray that were left for the two WAP guys. So, like, it's kind of a WAP tradition. Tell me a little bit about how fun it is to kind of carry that on. Yeah, it's definitely special. Me and him actually went to two camps together this summer, went to Moorhead and South Dakota State. Cool. It's fun to get out there with him and go against him and show college coaches what me and him can do on the field. And tell me a little bit about the recruiting process as well. I don't know if that is something you're looking into, possibly playing college football next year. Yeah, it definitely has been. It's been fun. You talk to coaches, you go meet them. It's definitely an experience, and I've really enjoyed it so far. And I am looking forward to hopefully playing college football. Is this your third year starting? Yep. Okay. I started since a sophomore. Tell me about that first year starting, and what was the biggest eye-opener for you where you're like, oh boy, this is varsity football? It was definitely Fargo North. We just went out there, and I thought it'd be the same thing as JV. I didn't really understand the difference there between varsity and JV, and it really hit me. You got kids 2 times your size that you're not used to, and it's just another level, and it hit me then. And junior year, I kind of stepped up and decided, you know what, no, I'm going to be the biggest, baddest guy out there on the field, and so I've really tried to fill that role. Love that mentality. Tell me a little bit about your coaching as well. Who's coaching the Hogs this year? Hunter McCall. I figured it was Hunter, but I didn't know. Sometimes they like to move the staff around. Tell me a little bit about the mentality he brings to your guys' lineman group. It's definitely we're all one. So if we're all wrong, we're all right. He's big on that first step and being aggressive off the ball. As all coaches should be, but he's really emphasized that. And I just love working with him. I've worked with him since I was a freshman. He always took care of me and Landon real well, and he's kind of shaped us into what we are, and I owe it to him. What's that like, taking on a different role as far as being an even bigger leader on the team? I know already in your junior year you had a year of starting under your belt, so you probably were being a leader. But now that you're a senior, you're the guy who's got to tell all the other linemen what they need to be doing. And what's that like? It can definitely be a lot. You get going in a game and you start thinking, man, he's got to do this, he's got to do that. But just patience is the biggest thing. Understanding that, hey, these guys haven't played any of these positions before. They haven't played at a varsity level, and I got to help them. And just patience for sure is the biggest key, and understanding what they're doing and what they're seeing on their side of the ball.
I know I was mentioning some previous Husky linemen, but were there any that maybe stood out to you when you were growing up that you were like, okay, if I could look like that guy in pads, I think I'll be okay?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I watched Brett Gilbertson play, and I always thought he could really bring it out there, and I always kind of looked up to him. And then my freshman year, I had a pretty senior offensive line except for McCade Pickin, and I looked up to Riley Timian a lot and Zach Gunnarsson. They were always pretty good to me, and they always helped me out, and they'd always take the time to show me what to do and how to do it, and they could play ball too.
That's a great feeling, getting kind of the approval from the older guys a little bit, like, oh, I'm holding my own here. If they're not mad at me, I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, it was fun going against them in drills. Obviously, I was only 215 pounds at the time. They got some pounds and some size on me and some strength and aggression, but it was definitely fun going against them.
Tell me about Wade Gilbertson and what it's like having him as a head coach. He's done a fantastic job with the Huskies program since he took over.
I love him as a coach. I've known him pretty much my whole life. My younger brother's in Jack's grade, so he's always been around. And freshman year, he really took, I feel like, a liking to me and would always help me out and always wanted to see what I was doing. And then as I progressed through into starting, he's always kind of had my back as a player, and I'm really thankful for that.
Younger brother's on the team too as well then?
He is, yep. He starts as a center.
Awesome. What's that like, having your brother on the old line with you? I'm sure you got to maybe rein yourself in a little bit here. Maybe don't be so tough on brother every now and then out there. I know that goes. I play with my younger brother, so I get it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Obviously I hold him to a higher standard than all the other guys just because he's my brother and I expect a lot out of him. But he'd never played center before this year, and I stuck him to it, and he's been practicing snaps all summer, and he really stepped up into the position that he should have.
And what was he playing before that? Oh, sorry, let's get first name too. My apologies.
His name's Isaac.
Guys, what was Isaac doing? But what was he playing for? Maybe the guard?
He's playing guard, yep.
I got you. So, yeah, definitely learning how to, maybe not put too much on that hike probably, especially how much gun you guys run.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's been a path for him, but I'm pretty proud of him. He had to make the switch to tackle, and when Landon got hurt, and then Nolan went down in our first game against Jamestown, and he went right back to it, and he hadn't been practicing there for a week and a half, and he really stepped up to it.
Okay. And what are my final question would be, any big goals, like maybe personally, or if you're just kind of more focused on the team goal for your senior year?
Yeah, so obviously we made it to the semifinals last year, and we won our first quarterfinal game in a decade, and that meant a lot to me. And you always want to do better, so the goal this year is obviously to make it to state and win that game, bring home that ring.
Got your eye on the prize. Love it. And I'm looking forward to see how you guys do this Friday in Devil's Lake. Make sure to tune in that, folks. It'll be right here on KBMW. We'll be taking a feed for that game, and looking forward to see how it goes, Luke.
Thank you, Turner.
All right, Luke Anderson talking some Wahpeton Huskies football, and make sure to come out and watch Luke and the Huskies when they get back on their home field. And we'll get back to the music in just a bit after a quick word from our sponsor, Optimum Rehab.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.